Hey, how you doing? This is John, and welcome to John's Long Box. I'm doing a surprise thing. I'm just testing it out. It's called My Hands Solo, and what I'm doing is I'm going to play a board game solo. Let's move this over. Maybe I could get a better view. I just don't want to kick it with my legs. So what I'm doing is I have some time off, so I thought I'd try longer videos of me playing solo board games. So I'm playing Thanos Rising. It's a cooperative game. I think you could play. How many people can you play? 2 to 4 players, but you could play one player because it's a cooperative game. So I'm going to play. And what it is the Avengers taking out Thanos. So it comes with this cool Thanos miniature or figure, whatever you want to call it. And it's the Infinity War. So you see this over here? This is the Infinity Gauntlets over here. You want to prevent Thanos from getting all 6 of the gems. Right now, he has no gems in the Infinity Gauntlet, and right now I'm just Captain America. And these are cards. You can see these orange ones are villains. These bluish ones are heroes. I always like to think of it as like they're trapped, they're imprisoned, or whatever, because they're just hanging around doing nothing unless Captain America recruits them. So I to me the theme makes more sense if I think that they're like captured by Thanos or incapacitated, so I rescue them and get them to join my team. So there's 4 starting characters. You could be Captain America. Since I'm not playing Doctor Strange is in the deck of cards, which are right here. I'll put the cards here. You could also be Thor, the Black Panther, and then this drives me crazy. Gamora. Gamora is not the leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Star-Lord is. Why is it? Why is she the leader? And you can hear my cat meowing. That's Thor. My cat. So here you go. I also put in a link to anybody who wants to pop in and talk with me and maybe read the chat while I'm facing in another direction. Because over here is where my computer is. I'm usually facing here. So I'm facing over here. If you see my cataloging the comics videos, I'm facing that direction. So with the camera tilted down. So I see there's one person watching. Everything look good? Does it make sense? Do you understand the premise? I'm facing away from the camera. Can you hear me? And here's my dice clicking. I'm sorry I'm making noise. So I will put out this card over here. This is pretty much the rules of the game. It's pretty easy. So I place the team deployment token in a sector. So there's 3 sectors. This is where I am. So I'm going to look. You see, Captain America, if I have another red hero, like an action hero, on your team, I get to roll an extra die. I start out with only 4 dice. So I want to try to recruit a red hero. There's 2 red heroes over here. There's Mubaktu and Ayoke. So I'm over there. That token means that I'm in that section. You can't see it, so I'll move Thanos for a second. So I'm over here. Thanos is facing right here. The first thing you do on any turn is you roll these dice. So I'm going to roll the dice. So, oh no. Where's the rules? Rules are right here. So the 1 die is which color of the Infinity Gem. Okay, so what I do is I put one of these tokens on orange. So he found that one. When he gets all 5 of these tokens, I flip this over, put the gem over here, and then Thanos gets an extra ability. What this symbol means is I roll this again. So let me put these dice down. And oh no, so he's got, well, I don't know why I'm acting like shocked. He always gets something. So there he goes. He's 1/5 of the way towards the orange gem and 1/5 of the way towards the yellow gem. Okay, so there we go. So now I place the team token in the sector. The second thing, I might as well pick it up. So I place the team token in the sector. Then I roll and resolve the Infinity Stones and the Thanos dice. And now I roll the power dice. Okay, so these are my power dice. My starting is 4. So I'm going to roll. And okay, so this is what I got. Can you see this? I got, this is 2 POWs, 1 POW. I got 5 POWs and an occult symbol. Okay, so I'll put them over here, and I am physically in this. Oh, the last thing I have to do is Thanos is in this section. Everybody in that section takes a damage. So the statesman, this ship takes a damage. Poor Wong takes a damage, and then this villain gets activated. So what is this villain? If Thanos is in this sector, add 1 damage to all red heroes and green heroes in this sector. Oh no! So that means poor Wong took 2 hits. The statesman, the ship took another hit. Now, Thanos wins if he gets all the Infinity Stones. He also wins if he beats 10 heroes. The only way I could win is if I beat all of his villains in the deck before he gets the Infinity Stone. So odds are I'm going to lose. All right, so here. So now I'm going to look at this. I'm going to apply these symbols. So do I want to try to recruit a red hero. So to recruit him, I need 4 POWs and an occult. So you have to, every time you roll the dice, you have to use at least one of the dice. So I'm going to use this dice. I'm going to put it here, but I could use more. So that's 4 POWs and an occult. So I recruited him. Okay. This die, I could re-roll it, but there's really nothing that I could do with it. So my turn is over, but it's a pretty good turn. My first turn, I recruited a hero. So these dice are going to come back to the pool. I recruited him. Once he gets recruited or rescued or whatever you want to call him, he gets healed. Okay. So now anybody who would, I reset the cards. So now who's over here? Oh, we got Doctor Strange. So Doctor Strange is now available. And now we start the turn all over again. So what do? I have to place this token in a sector. So I'm going to place it back in the same sector because I want to recruit another red hero. Okay. Oh, you know what? I already met this condition. So this, Mabaktu's power is every POW symbol I place on his card, I remove 1 damage from each team leader. So that's pretty cool. So I'm going to look to see who. You know what? I think I want to try. Well, I don't get tech. See, each die has a specialty. See, the red is good for POWs, and it has 1 tech, 1 occult, 1 cosmic. The blue dice are good for tech, and then 1 POW, 1 cosmic, 1 occult. The red dice are good for occult, 1 cosmic, 1 tech, 1 POW, and the black dice are good for cosmic, and then 1 of everything else. So I have red dice. So I got, I'm not going to get a lot of this. So I gotta think about what I'm going to do. So let's see. You see, right now getting tech is going to be tough. So you know what? I'm going to go in the same area. So I'm going to go back there, put my token there. Then I roll the Thanos dice. Okay, so I got a blue. So I'm going to put this on blue. And then I rotate Thanos to the right. So he goes over here. And then he attacks everybody in that sector. So I'm going to put this card over here so I can see it better. So the Guardian ship gets hurt. The Vision gets hurt. And War Machine gets hurt. All right. And then I do my my dice pool. So if you see, this card says I get 4 red dice, which is in my hand. Captain America, if I have another red hero on my team, I can roll an extra red dice or a blue dice. I have another red hero. So do I want another red? I'm going to take a blue dice. So now I have a good chance of getting tech. So I'm already over here. I'm committed to that. I'm going to roll the dice. All right. So can you see this? I got 2 cosmic and 1 tech and a POW. So what do I want to get? You know what? I could put a POW on Aoki, a tech on her, and an occult I recruited her right away. And that leaves me with 2 dice. Cool. All right, so I will roll this. Now I have to either discard a dice or use it every time I roll. So I got an occult and a tech, which will get me nothing. So that's the end of this turn. All right, so I will pull back my dice, and I'm getting like the Black Panther team over here. All right, I put out a new card. Oh, Itiri. Itiri shows up. So now I pull back this, and I start all over again. What is her ability? Her ability says, can you read that? Once per turn, you may change a POW to any face. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So let's see. Who do I want? Each player with no bonus. Okay, cool. I kind of want that Hulkbuster, but these guys are hurt. And you only win by defeating villains. So you know what? I'm going to come over here. All right. So me and my team go over here. I'm going to roll the Thanos dice. Hey, I see somebody's watching. Can you let me know? How does it sound? How does it look? And introduce yourself. And I put a link in the chat. So if you want to join and talk to me, help me out. Okay. So now, first thing I'm going to do is put on purple, and then this symbol. What does that symbol mean? I always forget. So I'm going to look. The Thanos activates the abilities of all villains not in the sector with Thanos. Okay. And Thanos remains there. So all the villains not with Thanos, who is this guy, General Outrider. If Thanos is in this section, add 1 damage to all red and green heroes in this sector. Oh, man. So poor Wong is getting beat up. And the Statesman, the ship is getting beat up. Okay. And then, since Thanos is facing over here, these guys all get beat up. So the Guardian ship takes a damage, the Vision takes a damage, and War Machine takes a damage. Yeah, Thanos is pretty tough. Thanos is pretty tough. So now I go. If you remember, I'm going to get 4 dice because of this. I'm going to get 1 dice because of that. And that's my dice pool. So now, okay, I don't know if you could see, but I have 2 POWs, a tech, and 2 occult, and I'm over here. So I could use these 2 occult and recruit Wong, which is good because that'll rescue him and he'll get healed. And this, I have these dice extra. I could re-roll them or I could use them. Let me see. Remove 1 damage from each team leader. That doesn't help me. And once per turn, I may change a POW to any face. So let me see. Does that help me? A POW to any face. Well, I'll save it. I'm gonna roll the dice and see what I do with the next roll. Nice. I got two POWs, two POWs, and a cosmic. Does that help me with anything? Well, I will do this. I will put this here, and I could. Well, this is a POW to any face. This is 2 POWs. So I can't use that. So I will roll again, and I get to, so now I can't use these dice, so I have to discard 1, and I'll roll this. Okay, I got a POW, so I'm going to turn it into an occult, and there, boom, I got 1 damage to that guy. So Captain America had a pretty good. His team rushed in. We rescued Wong, who gets pulled down here. He gets healed. It joins my team. You can't see, so I'll go like that. So Wong is now on Team America. And we halfway beat up this villain, and now a new card comes out. Oh, no. Two villains are showing up over here. Okay, so I pull this token back, and I start my turn all over again. All right. All right. So once per turn, you may reroll any dice before assigning dice. Okay, so I got to do that before I assign the dice. All right. Well, first thing I do is I put my token. You know what? These guys are getting pretty beat up, so I'm gonna go over here. I'm a good guy. Captain America's a good guy, so we're gonna go over there. We're gonna try to save. We're gonna try to save. So I'm gonna roll that. All right. So this activates all the villains who are not in Thanos's sector. So that means this guy does damage to all red and green. So this guy, the statesman, he blew up this ship. That counts. So 9 more, and we lose the game. And then this 1 damage to all purple, but there's no other heroes, so this guy doesn't do anything. So there we go. And then Thanos does damage to every hero in this location. So this is going to be bad. So Thanos. And then I got to put a marker on yellow. So Thanos hits here. He hits the Vision, who's almost dead. He hits War Machine. And since we are in this section, everybody on my team will take a damage. Okay. Now I assemble my dice pool. I get 4 dice from here. I'm going to take 1 dice because of his power, and that's it. But I have the ability to reroll any dice before assigning dice. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so if you can't see, I got 4, 5, 6. I got 6 powers. It says if you roll 6 powers or more on your opening roll, add 1 damage to a villain. So I'm going to do this, and it could be a villain in any sector. So we just took out 1 villain. Nice. Okay, we don't replace. Oh, this card should have been replaced. We got Mantis over here. We do not replace any cards until the end of the turn. So we look at these dice. Now I could reroll any dice before assigning dice. Does that help me at all? I need a lot of tech. I do not have any tech, so I'm going to reroll this because that's my best chance of getting tech. All right. And all right, I'm going to reroll these dice. That's Wong's ability. And I got a whole bunch of powers. Thank you, Wong. You did not help. All right, so I can assign dice. So, what do I want? I really want the guardianship because that allows me to heal. So I'm going to put 1 tech on it and hope for the best. And then this will allow me, once per turn, I may turn a POW to any face. So I'm going to take this POW and turn it into a cosmic. And now I need 1 more cosmic to recruit that. So I will now, since I use dice, I don't have to discard any dice. And now I will re-roll. All right. Oh, I got a bunch of POWs. That's not what I needed. That's not what I needed. All right. All right, so since I have to discard a dice, I might as well use this ability. So I'm putting it here to show that I used it. Remove 1 damage from each team leader. Well, it's a 1-player game, so there's only 1 team leader. So Captain America got healed. But I was going to lose the dice anyway. So now I'm going to roll this. All right, I got an occult and 2 tech. Oh, man. That's rough. All right, so what do I need? I have a 1 in 6 chance of getting a cosmic on either dice, so it doesn't matter which dice I get rid of. So I'm going to get rid of the blue dice, and I will roll, and I get occult. Okay, so I pretty much did nothing that turn. I accomplished nothing. All right, so there we go. Taking all the dice off. I remove this token. And the first thing I do is assign the token for the new turn. Oh, I also have to refresh this. Oh, the Black Widow. Cool. She's easy for me to recruit. But these guys will die. So I'm going to go here and try to save somebody because I'm Captain America. So I'll roll the dice again. All right. So first thing I do is you assign this. So he's 3/5 of the way of the Yellowstone. And then I rotate Thanos to the left. He doesn't like the Black Widow. So she's going to get hit. Mantis is going to get hit. And then if Thanos is in the sector, add 1 damage to all purple and green heroes. She, unfortunately, is green, so she takes a damage. There you go. There you go. I assemble my dice pool again, which is still this. I could turn this into a red die, but I kind of like having the ability to generate more tech. Because, you see, each one of these guys needs tech symbols. So I'm going to move these dice out of the way, and I will roll. Got a lot of tech. Let's see. Didn't get a lot of... All right, so... once per turn, let's see. What do I want? What do I want? I will take... You know what? I'll do that. Try to save the vision. All right. So 1 tech and 1 occult on him. Let's see if I could get a reroll. All right. Once per turn. Oh, I should. I messed up. I didn't use Wong's ability, and I can't. Once I do it, I can't break the rules like that. I can't break the rules. So there you go. All right. So I will use this over here, and I will use this over here, and I recruit the Vision, who gets healed when he gets recruited. I'll put this card over here, and I'll do that so you can see. And we got another hero on the team. Let's see what the Vision could do. I got to do something. This fluorescent light's just too bright above my head. I got to put something to dampen it, huh? Once per turn, you may change any occult or tech to anything. So Vision is really, really good. All right. All right. So we did that. The last thing we do is replace. Oh, we got Iron Man. And then this token comes back to me. And now we start the turn all over again. All right. So where do we want to go? I really want to take out that villain. And Mantis is getting pretty beat up. Although War Machine is going to get beat up. All right. I got to stay here. I got to save these guys. It's probably not the best strategy, but I can't let the heroes get beat up. All right. So we got a counter on the blue Infinity Stone. And this dice means you roll this dice again. And with the yellow. Oh no, Thanos is close to getting the Yellowstone. I forget what the Yellowstone was. Then I'll move these dice out of the way. Oh, and then Scarlet Witch gets hit. Why? Because Thanos is facing them. Mantis gets hit. And then this says if Thanos is in the sector, add 1 damage to all purple and green heroes. Mantis is purple. She gets beat. Now, her counter is full. If I don't heal her by the end of the turn, she is defeated. So there's pretty much nothing I could do. But let's follow the rules. So I will assemble my dice pool, and I will give it a roll. Let's see what we got here. All right. So now I could re-roll. Once per turn, I may re-roll any dice before assigning the dice. So let's see if I could use that. All right. So I'm in this sector. So I kind of want to save the Guardianship or War Machine. This will let me have an extra red dice. This will let me remove 1 damage from a hero per turn. I really want to get this so I could save Mantis. So I need a tech, and I got that. So I'm going to re-roll all of these dice using Wong's ability to see if I can save the Guardianship, which drives me crazy because the name of the Guardianship in the movie was the Meredith. Why are they not saying that? All right, so I did not get the Cosmic like I wanted, But oh, and then so I used Wong's. So what do I do when I? So this shows that I used Wong's ability. All right. And once per turn, you may change any occult or tech to any face. I'm going to turn this occult into a cosmic. So there you go. That's 2 cosmic and 1 tech. So I recruited the guardianship. It doesn't come to me until the card reset phase. So right there. And I have these 2 dice. Can I do anything with these dice? So I'll put this here to show that I use the visions ability. Remove 1 damage from each. That does me nothing. And once per turn, I could turn a POW into any face. So these dice will do me nothing. I'll just roll it to see what happens. I get nothing. So this is going to come here. This will come here. And once per turn, you may remove 1 damage from a hero. I will remove 1 damage from Mantis and save her. Save her from the clutches of Thanos. There you go, because that's what heroes do. I replace the card. We got Friday over here. Friday, which is what the AI in the Iron Man armor. All right, so I pull this back. And I have to reassign where I will be. So I'm going to go to this sector. And then you have to assign which sector you are before you roll the Thanos dice, because then you could be like, well, I wasn't going to go there and take damage. So let me get rid of this. That'll be confusing. And let's see what we got. Okay, so got to put a counter on orange. So that takes care of this dice. This dice tells us to re-roll this dice. So now I will re-roll, and we got purple. Okay, so purple is over here. All right, so that takes care of the Thanos dice. Now, we're still not done. Thanos attacks the Black Widow. She's almost beat up. We got Mantis attacking over here. And then if Thanos is in the sector, add 1 damage to all purple and green, but she's maxed out, so she can't take any more damage. So we could still save her with this. So that's why I wanted that the guardianship, the Meredith, even though it says guardianship, it's called the Meredith. So looks pretty good. I still have this dice pool. Nothing else has changed. And I gotta remember to use my wand. All right, so this ability doesn't kick in. And now what do I want to do? I want to recruit Mantis because she could also heal. It's really good to heal. So I need 2 occult and 1 cosmic. I didn't get any of that. So I'm going to put this dice here to show that I'm using Wong's ability. That's just a reminder that I have to remind myself. So I did not get occult. I got 1 cosmic, so I will use that. I need 2 occult. So once per turn, I may change an occult or a tech to any face. So I will turn this tech into an occult. So I used Vision's ability, so I'll put this dice here to show that I used that. And then I will roll my dice again. I do not have to discard any dice because I used the dice. You're going to have, every time you roll, you have to lose a dice. Either use it or lose it. So let's see. I need this. So cool. I recruited Mantis, which heals her, right? So that's cool. That's cool. So she's healed. And then I have 2 tech. The 2 tech doesn't do me any good. Okay. So I will end the dice rolling portions, and I'm going to use this power right here. So I'll put a die here to show to remove 1 damage from a hero. I will use this to remove from War Machine, and that's it. That there's nothing else. One damage from team leader. That doesn't help me. I'm not them, and I don't. Oh, so I will. Okay. All right. So now I got to lose a die. And all right. So now that's the end of my turn. I thought I could do something, but I didn't get the dice. But welcome to the team Mantis. I'm gonna get rid of these dice. I will replace this card. Oh, we got a Hulk. We've got a Hulk. Okay, so next thing you do is you go to the sector. I gotta save the Black Widow. That's Captain America's buddy over here. So I put the token there, and now I roll these dice. Okay, so I'm gonna put a counter on purple, on green, rather, from that, and then this tells me to re-roll this dice. Oh, 2 on green. Oh, and I just realized I forgot a rule. Every time you defeat a villain, you get what's called a bonus token. So I'm going to reach into this box and I get these tokens. They're called bonus tokens. And what it is I have a tech. I could use it at any point in my turn to cash it in. I got that because I defeated this guy. Every time you defeat a villain, you get a bonus token. I'm going to put these dice over here. So I could use this at any point. It's like having an extra die face. So I'm in this sector now, and I will take all my dice. Nobody gives me any extra dice. And there we go. I got 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that. And then I got to remember to use my wand. All right, so to recruit Hulk, I need 7 dice, 7 pals. I want to recruit Black Widow. So I will re-roll all of these. Why am I re-rolling these pals? Because the reds have a lot of pals, and I have a better chance of getting more pals. So I am using Wong's ability, so I'll put a dice on Wong to show that it's used. Okay. Well, that didn't really... Well, I got 4, so I could use these dice right here. I recruited and saved the Black Widow, and I have these tokens right here. All right. Does anybody else help me? Once per turn, so I could change these attack. Oh yes, so I will put an occult here, and then I will use vision to turn this tech into anything. I'll turn it into cosmic, and that allows me to do 1 damage to the general outrider. So cool. The guardianship allows me to remove 1 damage from any hero. She gets healed when she gets recruited, so War Machine will heal. So there we go. And I used all my dice. Put the dice here. And I take the Black Widow. I'll put her right here. And she is great. I love the Black Widow. She's one of my favorite cards. Because now, for every 2 POW I put on her, draw a bonus token and remove a damage from a hero. So she is just a great team player. So I got to put another card over here. Iron Spider. And there's some schmutz on the card. This means because we were eating as we played this last time, which means somebody didn't clean their fingers when they touched my game. So I must beat the hell out of them. All right. So where do I want to go now? I'm doing really good as far as having a team. So I want to continue beating the bad guys. I only have to do 1 more damage, and you kind of want to do it because sometimes the bad guys could heal. So, and I also want to clear out the deck. The only way for me to win is to beat all the bad guys. So, and I'm playing on the hard mode. The easy mode is 7, the medium is 10, and I think the hard mode is 12 villains. And I figured I'd play the hard mode since I'm playing by myself. I'm just going to check the rules. Okay. Yeah, okay. 10 or more. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I got to beat 10 villains. All 10 of them. I think there's more. I see somebody's watching. Anybody want to comment? Say anything? Join in the chat. Join with me. Help me out. Be my strategy guy. So now I'm going to roll the Infinity Stones. All right, so now orange gets a counter. Orange gets a counter. So with 3, and then this means rotate Thanos 1 to the right. So he comes over here, and he brings an ass whooping with him. So War Machine takes a damage, Iron Man takes a damage, and Friday takes. So this is Team Iron Man over here. I just realized that. That's pretty funny. Everybody over there is on the Iron Man side. I guess Thanos doesn't like Iron Man. Don't blame. He's probably the biggest threat. So I still don't get any extra dice. I still get the 4 that I started with. Still get the 4 because of this. And then Captain America allows me to have, because I have another red, I could either have another red dice or a blue dice. I want to take a blue dice. And that's it. This is still my dice pool. I got 2 people watching. How you doing? Anybody want to comment? Anybody want to join in? The link is in the chat box. You could click on the link and join me. Help me out. All right, so this is my dice. Okay. Remember, Wong lets me re-roll the dice before I start assigning them. I am over here. I kind of want to beat this guy, so I need an occult. All right, so these 2 dice I need. You know what? I'll put this dice over here to show that I'm using Wong's ability. So I will re-roll that just for the hell of it. See what else I could get. All right. So I'm going to put this here. That knocks out General Outrider. So he's defeated. And I have these dice to play with. Hulk, I need 7 pows. That's just too much. Iron Spider, 3 pows. So you know what? I will do this. And I will use this tech. And all I need is 1 more pow. And Vision allows me to turn an occult into anything. So that's that. And that gets me this. And then this die, I will roll it and see what happens. Okay, I get 2. So I will put it here. Draw a bonus token. Nice. See, that's why the Black Widow is great. Remove 1 damage from 2 heroes. So I will cash that in right now. And I will heal you and you. All right. And then that's all my dice. Okay. This guy gets defeated. When he's defeated, I get to draw another bonus token whenever you defeat a villain. And this bonus token goes away when I put them. And I recruit Iron Spider. So we'll put him here. Cool. And then I will flip over new cards. We got the Quinjet. And we got Shuri. And then I have to pull this back. And since I hear noises, I will check the chat. Hey, how you doing? We got somebody. Hey, Dennis, how you doing? How you doing? Is this game AR liar to anything? Maybe Arkham. This is it's called The Rising. A typo, yeah. Is this game similar to anything? Maybe Arkham Horror. No, it's I can't even talk. It's to itself, but there's a whole bunch of these Rising games. There's Thanos Rising, which is obviously a Marvel theme. There's a Harry Potter Death Eater Rising, which you got to defeat Voldemort. There's a Star Wars with Darth Vader Rising, or the Force, I forget, but you got to defeat Darth Vader. And then there's Avatar: The Last Airbender. Well, I think you got to beat the the Phoenix Emperor. So there's a few different versions. They're all the same. This is my favorite for this, and I'm kind of Marvel burnt out, believe it or not. But I do enjoy this game, and it's a lot of fun to play with 4 people. Everybody's planning strategy. This is the first time I've ever played solo. And Dennis, if you want to come in the chat, the link is in the chat. You could just click on it and join me if you want to, or anybody. I'm gonna actually check my phone for a second, see because I think I heard somebody messaging me. Oh, okay. That's just a regular email. Okay, let's see. Okay. All right. See if anybody's saying anything. All right. All right. So there you go. All right. Now I'm going to do the next round, and I will put my dice pool over here. So I see that I got 2 people in the chat. I'm sure you missed out at the beginning. So this is the start of the round. I got to take my token. This just drawing away while watching. Oh, cool. What are you drawing, Dennis? What you drawing? You know, tell me what you're drawing. You got a comic coming out. That's cool. So this is where I have to be physically. There are no villains on the board. So this is potentially bad, because if there's no villains on the board, Thanos is just going to spin around and gather up Infinity Stones and win the game. So I want to go someplace where it's kind of easy to recruit somebody. So, and you know what? I'm going to go to over here, because this Quinjet will let me heal somebody. Oh yes, and oh well, I didn't do it. I can't go back in time and do something I forgot to. That's part of the game. Is you got to remember what you got to do. So my team is physically over here. We're charging Thanos from the flank. That's important. Then we roll to see how Thanos responds to that. So he gets a yellow shard, and that is bad news for us, because that means we put the Infinity Stone in the gauntlet and we unlock this power. If I could flip it up. Okay, trigger all. So from now on, every time we roll yellow, this power happens, which says trigger the abilities of all the villains not in a sector with Thanos. That stinks. This symbol means we re-roll this dice again. And now we put a symbol on orange. So he almost has 2 Infinity Stones. Oh, there's some chat here. You're studying Alex Toth. Well, that's a great person to study. Cool. What else you got here? Maybe a comic of the year, still in the planning stage. Do you have a title for it? Do you have anything you want to talk about it? Hey, J-Bot Art. Hey, Dennis, drawing here too. We're waiting for some late night McDonald's. Oh, man. My wife just got me McDonald's yesterday. My wife went to a church group, and she said, don't eat dinner. I'm going to bring home McDonald's. And it was funny because I was craving. I guess we're psychically connected after all these years of marriage. And she brought home a Big Mac. And I don't know what happened, but the bun looked delicious. I don't know what's going on over here, but there's a McDonald's and a Taco Bell like right next to each other. And they must be competing with being delicious, because this Taco Bell was like delicious. Like, I know it's Taco Bell, but I was like, oh my God, everything was so good. And then this Big Mac was like the best Big Mac I've ever had in my life. It was so good. And now I want a Big Mac after I just had 2 big slices of Sicilian pizza, because today was pizza day. I'll never be skinny, guys. I'll never be skinny. And by the way, thank you guys. I haven't seen you. Dennis, you've been in this chats before, but J-Bot Art, I don't recognize the name. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so I rolled these dice. Thanos didn't move, which means he attacks this. I guess he really doesn't like the Iron Man team, which I can totally understand. Iron Man's pretty dangerous. So there we go. We put damage tokens on these cards to show that that Thanos is beating them up. Now I go. I still don't have any cards that allow me to add dice, or do I? So Iron Spider. I will lift up the Iron Spider card, and because I got to do something about this light. But could you see this? For each damage you add to a villain, you may remove 1 damage from a hero. Wow. Cool. That is cool. I still don't get the extra dice, but I get more things that I could do. I'm going to put these dice over here, and let's check out. Okay. So I really want to get the Hulk. Actually, I want to get the Quinjet, because the Quinjet could heal you. So I need a tech, and I need a POWs. So I'll keep that, and I will use Wong's ability to re-roll these dice. Okay, so now I can assign the dice. So you know what? I got 5. So I'm going to put, there we go. I got 5. I need 7 to get the Hulk. And then vision. Once per turn, I may change a tech to any face. So I will turn this tech into 2 POWs. that's 6. So that's 7 pals. So I recruited the Hulk, and then I'll put this here to show that I use vision. And now I have this 1 dice. So I'm gonna roll this now because maybe it will trigger another. Okay, no, nope. So now since I can't use it, I lose it. Now I will use. So once per turn, I may remove 1 damage from a hero. So I will save War Machine because he's been getting beat up, and that's everything. So now I'll take my dice back. Now I have the Hulk on my team too. Cool. For every 2 damage on the Hulk, I get to roll an extra red die. So that's pretty thematic. Now I replace these villains. Oh, I gotta move these down because my Avengers team is getting pretty big. Oh, Hawkeye goes here. This is my bonus die. I'll put my bonus tokens over here, and then I remove this, and it's the start of another turn. And I will check to see if anybody is saying anything. Oh yeah, I usually watch a bunch, but don't comment much. Usually because I'm drawing. Oh, okay. Well, just say hi or something because it's just nice to see who's watching and recognize the names. That's cool. And what are you saying? I'm launching my Berserker Ashcan in April, so working on the final 2 pages. Oh, cool. Is that the book with Don Chin? Is that what you're working on? Parody comics, or am I mistaken? Cool. If so, Don Chin is a great guy. I love Don. He's one of the first people I ever talked to on the channel. I just love Don. Okay. Well, so we will start another round. All right, so where do I physically want to go? There are no villains yet. So what I want to do is I want to clear off these cards so villains could show up because that's the only way to win. So I'm really good with POW and okay with tech. So I will. All right, so I will go. Let's see. Where do I want to go? Oh, man. I want to try for Doctor Strange because he'll let me get a green or a black die, and I don't have any of those. So let's try for that. Okay, so my team is rushing over here to defeat Thanos. Thanos reacts to that by a red. So we put a red count on a red. Okay, that's good. And then I rotate him once to the left. So Thanos is going over here. He is beating on Hawkeye. He's beating on Shuri, which I totally understand. She's obnoxious, and he's trying to smash the Quinjet. But we escaped the damage because Thanos is not. We are not. You can't see the token, but the token's over here. We're not in the same sector. Okay, what does it say? No, it's my own thing. It's a teddy bear that. Oh, that's right. Yes. I think that's a great idea. It's a teddy bear that kills nightmares. It's Frazetta meets Fleischer. That is excellent. Keep me posted on that. That is great. I love that concept. Okay, so I still have the same dice. Nobody else gives me any of the dice, and I always forget about the tokens. So I will now roll the dice, and I'll put the dice here. So, okay, and I got to remember Wong lets me roll any dice before assigning them. So what do I want? You know what? I'm going to re-roll them all. Why not? Re-roll them all. Not the best re-roll, but that I used Wong's ability. So for 3 pounds, I could recruit Hawkeye. For 3 pounds in a tech, I could recruit. So here. So I'm going once per turn. Okay, so I'm going to use Oyoke's power, so I'm putting a dice on it. So this I will turn into 2 pows. This is 1 pow, and this is a tech. You want to use your dice as efficiently as possible. So I recruited the Quinjet, which means the Quinjet comes back healed, so I don't have to worry about that. So that's healed. More importantly, it clears up a space for a villain. If once per turn, okay, I use that. I could use an occult to remove 2 damage from. So I'm going to use this die. to remove 2 damage from Friday over here. And then I will roll this die. Let's see what happens. So I got 2 POW, which is exactly what I wanted. So I'll put that on the Black Widow. I get to draw another bonus token. So that gives me a tech symbol and remove 1 damage from a hero. We will heal Iron Man. No, Iron Man can take more damage. We'll heal the War Machine. Okay. Then Quinjet comes over here. And a new card comes out. Scarlet Witch. And then I pull back my token. And that's the start of a new round. And like I do at the start of every new round, I check the comments because I'm not facing anybody else. Okay, no new comments. How you guys doing? So 2 guys are watching and drawing. That's pretty cool. I guess you could concentrate on drawing and listen to somebody. I don't know if I'd be able to do that, but then again, I can't draw. All right, so I'm going to put a token in an area, and I still want to recruit Doctor Strange. Still want to recruit Doctor Strange. All right, so I'll put that there. Thanos reacts to this team of badasses coming at him. Oh, these 2 let me heal. So we heal Hawkeye and Iron Man. Yes, I will leave the damage on Shuri. Why not? I can't stand her. She's insufferable. So blue, I have to put a token on blue. And then this activates all villains not in his sector. There's no villains. So that was actually not too bad. I will now roll all of these dice and see what happens. All right, so I'll put the dice there so I can actually read the cards. This is getting pretty crowded. All right, so I got a lot of Cosmic. That is pretty good. I don't really need Cosmic. I need POW, so I'll use... Oh, Wong will let me re-roll, so let me see. What do I need? So I need POW, so I will not re-roll that, and I will re-roll everything else. That's Wong. Wong let me do that, so I'm going to put a die on Wong to show that I used his ability. So, okay, so I'm going to put 1 die over here on Doctor Strange. I will use the Visions ability. Once per turn, I may change an occult or a tech, so I will use this tech and turn it into an occult. And that means I used his ability. Once, anybody else? For each damage, all right. Nobody else has let me manipulate dice. Okay, so I will re-roll all of these. Yeah, I will re-roll all of these. Okay. All right. So I need another POW for Doctor Strange. And I need there you go. I recruited Doctor Strange. And then I have this Cosmic that doesn't let me do anything. But since I used the dice, I could still roll it and hope for something else. And I got another Cosmic. That doesn't help me. So I will discard that die. And then I will use all of my healings. So Guardianship, I get to remove a damage. The Quinjet, I get to remove a damage. All right. So I'll remove from her. And then I'll remove from Aoki because she's more helpful than Baku. And then I recruited Doctor Strange. Wow, I'm running out of room. But Doctor Strange, if I have another green hero on your team, I can roll an extra green or black dice. So I'm getting another colored dice. That is cool. I will refresh this card. That'd be like, damn, I'm actually rooting for heroes. I mean, for villains, because I can't win unless I defeat the villains. All of this is doing is wasting time, and he's going to gather up all the Infinity Stones. All right, so we got another comment. Writing would be more difficult to do at the same time. Maybe doing layouts would be tough while listening. Oh, I got you. So, what are you like? You already did the layouts, and you're doing the inking on top of it. Yeah, if I'm writing, I kind of even turn off music. You know, I don't have anything that would distract me. I am very easily distracted. If I worked from home, I would be starving to death, fired, and homeless because, you know, so which sector do I want to go to? I kind of see. Oh, does anybody let me get a black dice? Okay, Nebula. Nebula has the ability that I could remove. I could give her damage. If I have a cosmic dice, I could give her damage and then remove a counter from the Infinity Stone. So that is just too good. So I will go into this sector. Thanos reacts to that by putting a counter on green, and then this activates all the villains that are not in his sector. There are no villains, which is starting to get frustrating. So in order to recruit her, I need Cosmic. Cosmic is the black die, so at least I got another die. So here we go. Let's see. Okay, so that's 2 POWs, 4 POWs, Cosmic, and Tech. All right, so before Wong is just so helpful. I got a very helpful Wong. I want to get Nebula. So forget Nebula. I need a POW, I need a Tech, and I need 2 Cosmic. So I have that right now. I have a POW, I have a Tech, and 2 Cosmic. So I will use Wong. So I'll put a die on him to show that I use just to re-roll these dice. All right, so now I'll put all these dice here. I recruited Nebula or rescued Nebula, whatever, however we. I'm in this sector now. I can't do anything else. So I can only use these dice here. So let's see. This Cosmic will help me get a Tiri. And once per turn, I may turn a POW into any face. So I will turn this POW into a Tech. No, you know what? Here, I'll use this to get a Tech and this to get an Occult. So I recruited a Tiri. And then I will turn this. I could turn it to any face. So I'll turn it to this to put it there. And I can remove 1 damage from a hero and get a bonus token. There we go. The team is sinking in. Remove 1 counter from an Infinity Stone. I will use that to remove that. There goes that bonus token. And then this die, does Cosmic allow me to do anything? Nope. So this will be my last reroll. Okay. This allows me to remove 2 damage from a hero, but nobody's damaged. So there we go. That's the end of that turn. I'll claim all my dice. These tokens are spent. And now I got Itiri and Nebula on my team. All right. I'm running out of room. So where will I put them? I will put them. All right. I'll put this. We don't need to see that deck of cards. We'll put these here and there. Okay. So my team of Avengers is getting big. We got Loki, who bothers me. He shouldn't be a hero. Loki killed how many? He killed more New Yorkers than Bin Laden. So there we go. We got the Black Panther and we got Loki. And I will take my token back. And at the start of each turn, I check the chat. Okay. J-Bot Art says, I'm working digitally, less pressure. Dennis says, I'm doing figure drawing, so no layouts. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. What are you drawing? You said you're studying Toth. Who are you drawing? Space Ghost? All right. So let's see. All right. All right. I'm going to go over here because Loki, all 3 of these guys allow me to get more dice. So that would just make the most sense to recruit them. So I'm sneaking up behind Thanos. Thanos is reacting to my sneak up. The orange gets a counter. It's a good thing I removed that because he would have had that stone. And then he moves to the left. So Thanos has had enough of me sneaking up on him. He's going to hit everybody that he's facing. So that's you. That's Loki. That's Hulkbuster Iron Man. That's everybody down here. because we are in that sector. We've been getting off pretty easy, so I can't really complain. I'll run out of red counters because my team is just huge. Okay, so everybody's been damaged. Now I will assemble my dice pool. I get 4 for my base. I'm going to take 1 blue for Captain America's ability. Doctor Strange will give me a black die. And okay, that's that. Do I want a black die? Or do I... You know what? I'll take a green die because it looks like everybody's more occult. So I'll take a green die. So let's see. What do I get? I'll remove these dice. So, okay. I got 2 powers, an occult, a cosmic, a tech, and a cosmic. I kind of want the Black Panther. So I need this, and I have 2 powers, but that's not efficient. So I will take Wong, and he will do his sorceress manipulations. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. So now, this is still my first roll. Okay, so I don't have to discard. So now I could go after, let's see, nothing else will really work. Let's see. All right, so nothing else is really going to help me. All right, so I will. That was my first. This is my second roll, and let's see. What do I got? What do I got? All right. All right. So. All right. So I could turn this into anything. Does this help me with anything? No. So that doesn't help. See. All right. So I'll put that back to a pal. All right. So this remove 2 damage from a hero. I'll heal that. The ships allow me to heal, and I'll get rid of a die, and I'll hope for this. Let's return this to any face. I'll turn that to that. Use Black Widow. She will let me heal a damage from somebody. He's got the most damage, and that will give me a bonus token. All right, so I got a bonus token. And then I'll clear off all my dice. I recruit the Black Panther. He gets healed when he gets recruited or rescued or whatever you want to call him. I'll put him up there. And I just like that. That gives me an extra die. Come on, we need a villain. We need a villain. We got Falcon. Okay, we got Falcon. I'm just going to count how many. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. So there's 10 villains, and then I'll shuffle this up again because I just wanted to see. So I got to defeat 10 villains. Okay, put that there. Oh, we have a guest. How you doing, Pops?
Oh, dude, you're rolling my way now. What's up?
Yeah.
What's up?
How you doing? Let's see.
Make your screen bigger. Make me
Okay.
little.
All right, I'm just checking all. So you're drawing Thunder on the Barbarian, Dennis. That's cool. That's cool. Post on Twitter when you're done and at me so I can see it. That'll just be cool to see the art that you're making while I'm playing a game. Yo, I want to play. Okay.
Yeah.
What does this say? Oh, the link is up in the chat. Oh, you're telling Pops what to do. Cool. Thanks a lot. Okay, cool. So, Pops, do you mind if I let's see. How's that? There we go. You could loom in the great and powerful Oz in the distance, just so people could see the game.
Yeah.
Pops, are you familiar with this game at all?
No, but dude, my bud Chris does demos of all kinds of games like this, and it's like I just asked him. I sent him the link to your YouTube. I was like, "Do you have this game? Because hell yeah, I want to play."
And where do you live?
I'm in Southwest Michigan.
Oh, that's right, Michigan. I'll talk. I'm at the top of a round, so I'll talk my way through it, and
Yeah.
it's really easy. So this is Thanos Rising. It's the Avengers taking out Thanos before he gets the Infinity Stone. So right now he only has the yellow stone, and he almost has the orange stone. If he gets all 6 stones, I lose. If 10 superheroes get defeated, I also lose. So far, no superheroes have been. Oh, only one superhero has been defeated. I forgot about that.
Who got beat up?
The Statesman ship. So he blew up one of our ships.
Okay.
I guess
Okay.
this looks like the Black Panther. So I'll put that over here, and I need to defeat 10 more villains to win. That's the only way for me to win, is to beat all of Thanos' villains before he gets the Infinity Stones. The problem is I keep drawing heroes, so I have no chance to defeat villains if they're not on the display.
You gotta find a villain to beat up.
So what happens is I'm rescuing heroes, but during that time of rescuing the heroes, he's gathering information for the Infinity Stones. So
Right.
So
Right.
this is my token. This represents my team. So I have to say where I am physically. So I'm trying to recruit heroes that give me more dice. So I'm gonna go here. So this means I'm in this sector.
Okay.
So my whole gigantic team is Russian Thanos over here. This is telling me, these 2 dice tell me how Thanos reacts. So I roll this dice. So this blue symbol means I put a counter on the blue die. I mean, on the blue gem. One more counter, and he has the blue gem. This tells me to rotate Thanos to the right. So Thanos is going to the right, which means he's lashing out at these guys. So unfortunately, Hawkeye takes a hit. Shuri takes a hit, which doesn't really bother me because I can't stand Shuri. But the Scarlet Witch also takes a hit. Now we are over here, so nobody on my team takes a damage. So, and then I assemble my dice pool. So now it's me reacting. This card gives me 4 red dice. Okay, so I'm going to take 4 red dice.
Do you mind if I add this to my YouTube channel?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
So I'm assembling my dice pool right now. Captain America's card allows me to get another red dice or a blue dice. So I'm going to take blue because each dice has a different specialty. Blue is tech, red is fighting, black is cosmic, green is a mysticism or occult. Okay? And then Doctor Strange allows me to add a red, a black, or a green. I'm going to take a green. And Black Panther allows me to add a blue or a green. This particular side needs a lot of tech, so I will take this. So this is now my dice pool. You're a board gamer? You play a lot of board games?
Dude, all of it. RPGs, whatever, man.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. You do the board games on your channel. You do video games.
All of it, man. Video games. On Friday we have an RPG stream where we're playing an actual RPG game. Actually, we alternate between 2 of them every Friday morning.
Yeah, I did a couple. I don't know. Have you seen my role playing game videos?
I don't know. I think I did see you playing.
Yeah, we played Village of Vigilantes with a couple of my friends.
Yeah, I did see you guys playing. That's right. And I probably said the same thing. I want to play.
So this is my dice pool over here. Now, here's the hard part: is keeping track of all of these abilities. Each one of these cards has special abilities. Wong lets me re-roll the dice before I assign them. So let me see. Let me see now. So I need a lot of tech. So I'm going to re-roll. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep this, and everything else I'm going to re-roll. So I am using Wong's ability. So I just put a dice on it to show that I already used it. That's otherwise I'll lose track of everything. So okay, so now Now, this is still my first roll. All right, so now I kind of want Iron Man. So Iron Man, I need this. I need tech. And vision powers is once per turn, I may take Mystic or Tech and turn it to any face. So I'm going to take Mystic and turn it into Tech. Okay, so I'm going to put a dice to show that I used his. And if you have an okay, that no. All right, so there's nothing else I could do. So I guess I gotta roll. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use this to put on the Black Widow. Draw a bonus token. So I'm gonna draw another bonus token. That was
She's good for that bonus token.
yeah. Scarlet Witch. I mean, Black Widow is really good, and remove a damage from a hero. So I always like to heal these guys.
Right.
So I'm gonna heal the Scarlet Witch, and then I'm gonna re-roll all of these because I'm only one tech away from Iron Man. I did not get the tech on Iron Man, but you know what I will do? I will use Nebula's ability, so I'll put the dice there. Add 1 damage to Nebula, so she's taking a damage, but I get to remove a counter from an Infinity Stone, so I get to reduce that by 1. That's cool. And then, so I use the die. As long as I use its die. All right. And then this. Damn it. Remove. I need a tech. So you know what I will do? I will use this dice on her again. She's going to take another damage. And I'll remove this counter because blue is dangerously close. And I'm hoping for a tech. Come on, tech. Oh, I got a POW. Oh, cool. Aoki's ability is I could turn a POW into any face. So that turns out into a tech. I got Iron Man. All right. So I recruited Iron Man. So I'll put Iron Man up there. I'll clear all the dice. And then I'm going to use the end of turn abilities. The end of turn. So the Quinjet and the Guardianship allows me to heal damage. So I'm going to heal Nebula too because she could remove counters on the Infinity Stone. Oh, let's see. J-Bot says, food's here. Have a good night. So he abandoned me for food. Why I order? Hey, buddy, I agree with you. I'm with you on that one. Abandoned me for food. I get it. Okay, we got Drax over here. Damn it, no villains. No villains. So now I have to put my counter in an area.
I remember when Drax was a villain.
Yep. Yeah, he was kind of, the original purple Drax.
Yeah, because Warlock was my dude, and he was always fighting Drax in the beginning, you know.
Drax is good. He gives you extra dice if you're fighting villains, and the rest of the deck has to be villains. So I'm going to go over here and try to recruit over here. All right. Thanos reacts to that. I'm starting to get real sleepy because I woke up at 4:30 for work today. Where'd you go, Pops? You leaving me already?
No, I'm here. Okay. I just had to grab a couple things for my comfort, you know.
This dice means all the villains activate, but there's no villains. So we got that. All right. So now I'm going to build my dice pool again.
Man, you need to shuffle them cards. You just villains.
Well, process of elimination. The next bunch of cards have to be villains.
Yeah, so, one after another, huh?
Bang, yeah, well, yeah. Well, that I'll start clobbering them with this. All right, so this I'll get a blue card for that. I'll get a green for Doctor Strange, and I'll get a. You know what? I'll do this. I'll get a black from Doctor Strange, and I'll get a green from the Black Panther. Does anybody else give me a dice? No. All right. So now I'm going to roll the dice. And so there we go. All right. So I kind of, let's see, who could I recruit? because right now I just want to clear up cards so I can put out new cards. So I hope villains show up. Hoping for villains. I got a lot of occult, and I got no occult in this area. So you know what? I'm going to keep this one tech, and I will re-roll everything else using Wong's ability. That doesn't really help me too much. All right, so here are 2 POWs and a Cosmic. I got Drax. Does any of these other dice help me with anything? Iron Man, 2 tech, and he could. So I will. I can't use any of them. Oh yes, I could use the vision to turn this into something else. I will turn this dice into 2 tech, and then use Iron Man to remove a counter from the Infinity. So there we go. So now we're really frustrating Thanos, and I will use this die. I could turn it to any face, so I will turn it into this and put it over there. But I'll show that, and that gets me to. I get another bonus token, and I could
Remove
1 damage. So I will heal the Hawkeye over here, and then my 2 ships allow me. So everybody's healed. So I'm not really worried about heroes dying. I'm worried about Thanos getting the
stones. Yeah.
Infinity Stone. So I'm running out of room. My team of heroes is getting really big. There we go. All
It's
right.
starting to look like the movie.
Yeah. If just imagine the budget for the actors in this film.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm clearing all the dice, and this has got to be a villain. No! Teamdale. I got all heroes.
Who is it?
Heimdall.
Oh man.
I got Heimdall over here.
Now see, he ain't even a superhero. He's just like
And
gatekeeper, right?
And in case you're wondering, you see how this card says Avengers on the bottom, and most of them don't?
Yeah.
These were promo cards. You had to like buy something else to get them.
Right.
So there's a site called Board Game Geek, and you could buy all the promo cards. Some of them are really cheap, like $4, and you got like a pack of 4. But I'm missing 4 promo cards. Captain Marvel, and they want like $50 for it. So I guess I'll never have Captain Marvel. And I forget who the other 3 promos are. But I'm a completionist. You know, comic book people are completionists, so it just drives me nuts. But I'm not paying $24 for a card for a game that I play like twice a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna pull back my token, and who do I want? Okay, all right, so I'm gonna go over here because War Machine will allow me another dice. So I'll go over here. Thanos reacts to me. Okay, so I put a counter on red, and then he rotates. Oh, he had enough of my nonsense. He's coming right at me. So Friday takes a damage, Heimdall takes a damage, War Machine takes a damage, and then everybody on my team takes a damage because we're here. So I'm going to run out of counters because there's just so many people on my team.
That's good stuff, John. Good stuff.
Yeah, it's good because the Hulk, the more damage he takes, the more dice he gives you. So now the Hulk is going to give me an extra red dice, and you're limited by the dice. So, you know, if I have too many red heroes that give me red dice, you know, so be it. I can only roll so many dice. So look at all this damage now. Now Thanos is. That's one bad thing about having a lot of heroes is they could all get hit. All right, now I'm going to assemble my dice pool again. I got 4. I got 1 tech because of Captain America. Hulk gives me another red dice. Doctor Strange will give me a green die. No, Doctor Strange will give me a black die. There's no villains over here, so whatever. So I'll take a green die because of the Black Panther. So there we go. That's all my dice. Now I'm going to roll. And what do I want here? I want to recruit him. So I need POW and I need tech. All right, so you know what? I'm going to use Wong's ability to reroll all my dice.
Cool.
And then I'll put this on Wong to show. Perfect. That's a lot better. So I got 2 tech and 3 there. I got War Machine. Can I use any of these other dice to recruit? I could use. I need 1 cosmic, 2 occult, and I'll use the Vision, who could turn a tech into any face, to turn this into 2. So I also recruited Heimdall. And then I have 2 cosmics that I will re-roll. And what do I get here? Okay, so I'll put this on the Black Widow. She lets me heal a damage. I'll heal her. And I get another bonus token. And try not to look. Okay, so now I got that. All right, so now I got that. This bonus token, heal 2 damage from a hero, will heal Mobakto. And I have this. This I could turn into any face. So any face I will turn into this. And I'll Nebula. And that allows me to remove a counter. So there you go. We're frustrating Thanos. And then I pull back all my dice. When they get rescued, they lose their damage. And boy, am I running out of room. These guys will go up here. Okay. Okay. And I will, come on, villains. Star-Lord! Oh my God, there's no villains. This is getting annoying. All right, so, man. I like Star-Lord. He gives me an extra die, so I will stay here. Thanos reacts. Am I going too fast? Do you follow it?
You're good. I'm slowly picking it up. I'm like,
And now he's gonna come over here. All right. So now Thanos is gonna beat up Hawkeye, Shuri, and the Scarlet Witch. All right. And now I'm gonna get all my dice. I get an extra red because of the Hulk. Black, green, this. There's no villains. And I get an extra red because of War Machine. So I'm getting a lot of dice. Okay. Let's see. I really want... Oh, both of these allow me to get dice. So this will put there. Oh, wait. Before I recruit. All right, so this is all the powers that I need. And I need that. So I will re-roll all of these. All right. So that was Wong. Okay, cool. I put a dice on Wong. So here's 2 for Star-Lord. Here's 3 for her. An occult. 2 cuts. So I got Star-Lord. All right. So now I need this. Oh, okay. I could use these 2 counters. So I got Gamora, and I still have all these dice left. I will use this on the Black Widow to remove 2 damage from Iron Spider. And gets me another bonus token. Okay, I got a tech, so I'll use 2 techs. There you go. I recruited everybody in this sector. And this die... oh, okay. I will use the Guardianship and the Quinjet to heal 2 off of Nebula. And then I will use this occult to turn into 2 tech for Iron Man. And I'll remove that. There we go. The Avengers is kicking ass now. I shouldn't say that because that is going to anger Thanos into beating me up. Okay, so all of these... geez. I actually have to put them where you can't see them anymore. I ran out of room.
As long as you know where they are.
Yeah. But if a villain doesn't show up... Okay, we got Cull Obsidian.
Finally.
We got Corvus Glaive. And we got Proxima Midnight. All right. Villains.
Yeah, They're all in a group at the bottom of the deck.
Yeah, they were waiting. They were waiting. Okay, cool. So we know what sector I'm going to. I got to start taking out villains in order to win. Thanos now does not enjoy the fact. Well, actually, let's see what he does. So we put a counter on green, and he rotates one to yes, he commands the villains. Yeah, Thanos is smart. Look at that. I told you the game is getting angry now. So first thing, we are all in this sector, so everybody is taking damage. So this is going to take me a second or two to give everybody a damage token. I got more down here. The Guardian ship is pretty beat up. Mantis is pretty beat up. You know, Hulk likes the damage. That makes him more powerful, but that makes sense. The Quinjet is almost beat up. Nebula is a masochist. She takes damage. Etiri is almost knocked out. I wasn't paying attention to him. Iron Man, Black Panther, Drax, and then my two friends over here. Oh, three friends. Friday and Star-Lord and Gamora. Okay, so now I'm going to assemble the dice. I'm trying to do this fast. My 4 base dice, 1 for Captain America. That's that. That's the Hulk. This is Green Lantern. This is from Drax. You see, I'm out of red dice, so I can't use any more red dice, but Star-Lord gives me a green, and Gamora gives me a black. So I should be able to just beat the crap out of all these guys now. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. If you roll 6 or more powers on your opening roll, add 1 damage to a villain. So cool. Let's take it. If that's
Who are we taking out? Who are we taking?
I'll hit Corvus Glaive. I'll hit it. So I get a free hit from them. All right. So now I get to re-roll if I want to. I need a little bit of everything. I need a little bit. Believe it or not, I'm not going to re-roll anything. So this and this gives me 1 damage to Cull Obsidian. Oh, I forgot to activate their abilities. Thanos is in here. So, all right. So, if Thanos is in the sector, all players must add 1 damage to 2 heroes on their team. So, all right. So I'll give 1 to Hulk because he likes the damage. And who else is? You know what? Gamora could take a lot of damage. So there we go. If Thanos is in the sector, add 1 damage to all heroes in the clockwise adjacent sector. So everybody over here takes a damage. Okay. And if Thanos is in the sector, add 1 damage to all the heroes on the active team. So, oh, geez, this might be bad. Right. Everybody's going to take a damage. You see, it was getting easy because there was no villains out.
Yeah.
Okay, so Wong is going to die. Vision's going to die. The Q-ship is going to die. Yeah, I got a little cocky. Hulk. Okay, so I got to remove these guys because they're all dead. Oh, the Quinjet is dead. This Iron Man. Yeah, this was a devastating round. 1, 2, and I got to put 1 more damage. And I don't have any more dice, so this will remind me that he's. So now I got to get rid of the Quinjet. Wong, you were good. You helped me out. Etiri, okay, there's the extra. Took the extra. So wow, that round. If I lose 10 heroes, I lose the game. And right now, I got the Quinjet, Wong, Etiri, and the Statesman are all defeated. And as of right now, I only have 2 villains defeated. out of
See, I
12.
would consider the Quinjet a hero.
Yeah, the Quinjet and
It's like
and,
a support. It's
the
like a
guardianship.
support tool. You
Yeah,
know?
more support. I agree, but that's the way the game goes. So these are the dice that I rolled. All right, so now I'm going to start assigning dice. So right over there. So that puts a damage on Cull Obsidian. All right. I will use this and this and these two, and that defeats Cull Obsidian. So there, I beat a villain. All right. Whenever you beat a villain, you get another bonus token. Okay. All right. So now I still have all of these dice. What do I got over here? All right. 2 cosmic and 2 POWs. That puts a damage on Proxima Midnight. And then okay, this is really cool. Okay, so the vision allows me to turn a tech into any face. So I'll turn 1 tech into 2 techs. And Aoki, oh, this was a tech. Okay. All right. Does anybody let me play with the tech? No, so I gotta roll this. All right, cosmic. All right, so cosmic. Somebody has a cosmic ability over here. All right, so this guardianship will remove 1 damage from Nebula, and then I will do this to put 1 damage on Nebula to remove this counter on the Infinity Stone. And okay, took out a villain, damaged some villains. This token goes bye-bye, and whatever. All right, so now this sector is going to be just villains. All right, let me see any more.
Yeah.
Replied to you. Oh, cool. So I'll check that out after I'm done streaming. Thank you, Dennis. It'd be cool to see it. All right. All right. So where are we? Okay. So obviously I'm coming over here. We got to beat up villains. Thanos reacts to that. Okay. So red gets a counter, and he moves 1 to the left. All right. So he's not beating up me anymore. He's beating up Shuri. I guess he doesn't like the Scarlet Witch. That makes sense. I got to get my dice pool together. I'm just trying to do it fast. The Hulk gives me 2 red dice, but that's okay. That's 2 red dice. I get a black that. I get a blue from Captain America. I get I'll take a green from Black Panther. I would get another red. I get another green, and I get a black. Okay, but I have no more red. Okay, yeah. So this is the rest of the dice. I have almost. There's only 3 dice or 4 dice left that I could get. So now, I don't have that Wong ability. Oh well. Oh, and this I might as well use right now. Remove 1 counter from the Infinity Stones. There we go. So that's gone. All right. All right. So, Heimdall had a cool power that I just totally ignored. Yeah. For 2 occult, add 1 damage to an undamaged villain. So that's cool. I got to remember that. All right. Okay, I can't re-roll. So let's see.
Do they go first? Is that
What's that?
do the villains get to?
Yeah, I rotated him and put the damage over here, and then I rolled my dice.
Okay.
But these villains don't attack because Thanos has to be in their area to make them attack.
Cool.
Yeah. If Thanos is in this area, so they don't attack. So let's see now. I'll put cosmic and a tech. So that's 1 damage to I don't even have any more. I don't even have it. Okay, yeah. 1 damage to that guy. So we'll do 1 cosmic and 2 tech for that. So that guy's gonna get another damage. And I don't even have any more counters, so I'll put a die. We got to remember this guy has 2. Okay, and I'm gonna reroll. I'm gonna roll these. Okay, so 2 and a tech, and she allows me to turn anything into. She allows me to turn a power into anything. I'll turn it into a tech. So that's 3. So this guy's defeated. That gives me a bonus token. So that's all right. Oh, I got a power over here. Let's see. These dice are all spent. Let's get rid of them. Oh, a cosmic. And the vision allows me to turn a cult into anything. I'll turn it into tech. That defeats this guy. That gets me another bonus token. And these dice are all gone. So that leaves me with 1 dice, which is cosmic. And Heimdall's ability is off. That's for 2 occult. Oh, damn it. And I already used the visions. So I will use the guardianship to remove a damage from somebody. Oh, vision is defeated. Vision was defeated. I couldn't use his ability, so I don't know what to do. I'm getting sleepy.
Just act like he just died and move on.
So I'll put this guy back with only 1 damage. All right. So, and I only have 1 dice, so I can't use. So that's the end of the turn. All right. So I'll put back this bonus token too. All right. So I'm staying in this area because I got to defeat villains. Oh, and now we have the Royal Talon Fighter. I want more villains. I don't want that. Thanos is going to react. We put a token on purple. And then he rotates to the right. Oh, that's going to be bad. All right. So first we do the villains. If Thanos add 1 damage to all purple and blue. So this sector, purple. Oh, that takes out this. Oh, man. Purple.
You might lose Nebula, too.
Going to lose Nebula.
Oh.
Iron Man. We're going to lose Iron Man. Okay, we're not going to lose him yet. Iron Man just got beat up. We're going to lose. Oh no, he's got a bunch. We got War Machine over here. He's got 2 hits on him, and you can't see, but Friday is almost defeated.
You can move 2 or 3 of them up into.
Yeah, I'm going to do that as soon as I put these out. Okay, so we got these extra tokens. All right, so we got Friday. Yeah, because I could have used Friday's ability. And Star-Lord. And one of his damage fell off. And then, yeah, I was testing this out tonight because I got a month off of work. For my business puts you on furlough sometimes. So I was like, all right, maybe this gives me time to play some some games, some solo games. And I got some cool solo games, like maybe Friday during Super Bowl. I don't watch the Super Bowl, so maybe I'll play Final Girl after I do my Sunday comics.
The Final Girl's got to be something like Slaughterville.
It's a solo only game, and you're the you're the last girl left in a horror movie. I'll save it because there's no way I could give it justice explaining it. You got to see this game.
I totally get the concept. One of the characters in Slaughterville is the final guy or girl.
Oh, okay.
And and it can be played with multiple people or just one.
Okay. But watch this. I think this is where we lose the game here, Pops. Because that was General Outrider's card. Now Proximus Centauri. If Thanos is in the sector, add 1 damage to all heroes on the active player's team. So Aoki gets beat up. Mabuko gets beat up. Captain America survives. But Star-Lord takes a damage. Gamora dies. Mantis dies.
Oh, shit.
Doctor Strange takes a damage. Black Widow dies. Hulk is almost dead. Iron Spider dies. Yeah, we just lost. I'm pretty sure. Heimdall goes over here. Black Panther dies. Drax dies. Yeah, I was getting cocky. I was
Thanos just snapped his fingers. Poof! Half your
oh, he
team.
snapped next. He doesn't even have the Infinity Stones. So let's see how many heroes died. So this is my Deadpool right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. He needs to kill 10 heroes to win.
It's all over.
It's all over. Thanos beat us all. I was getting cocky. I was like, this is too easy. This is too easy.
Now, I just want to say, John, I love showing, like, when Chris is demoing games. I love showing that on the network. Anytime you're doing that, let me know, man, so I can pop in and add it to the madness.
Okay. Like I said, Sunday, probably I'll do Final Girl. I just got to brush up on the rules.
Well, I mean, I got my scheduled shows on Sunday that I got to do. I'm usually tied up from 1 to 5 but I mean, I don't think the Super Bowl starts till like 6-ish or something anyway. So
okay, I don't even know who's playing. It shows you how little I.
Oh, it's Taylor Swift. I mean, Travis Kelce. The Chiefs against the 49ers. Basically, it was everybody knew that was going to happen about, I don't know, 3 months ago, but it's pretty much the two best teams in each division playing for the championship. I thought Baltimore might have had it. Baltimore should have beat.
I'm going to share Dennis's picture that he put up on Twitter.
Yeah.
So this is what he was drawing while we were playing. That's pretty cool. It looks like Jack Kirby's Thundar. He said he was studying Alex Toth. Let's see. There we go. So that's pretty cool. He was studying Thundar. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Thanks for
the Barbarian. But yeah, I've been playing some video games. We've been doing the RPGs on Friday, and Chris does all kinds of different demos for tabletops. Actually, have you seen?
It doesn't matter. Thanos has destroyed the world, so it doesn't matter.
Have you seen this, John? This is a tabletop game called Gone Hunting.
Oh, it's a hunting simulating game?
It's hunting without killing anything. But I mean, it's got all kinds of, twists and turns. You can go to shoot something and your ammo dry, it doesn't fire. People can go through your campsite and steal your stuff. And, I mean, there's all kinds of different twists and turns.
I'm trying to look at what other solo games would be fun. I have a Final Girl, Elder Sign I could play.
This guy right here, Laughing Rogue. This guy right here, Laughing Rogue on Twitter, on Facebook. He has a bunch of different games he's created. He's working.
Send me the name of the game on Twitter so I can look it up later.
I'll just send you his link, and then you can check out all the stuff. Man.
Like I don't need cops here. I don't need any more games. I mean, look.
He sent me a box, dude, because he's got like directors.
You see all these shelves with games?
Yeah.
Then there's games behind me, and then there's more games over here.
Yeah, so big boxes like those that you just showed. He's like he's got the regular size box, and then a bigger box, and a bigger box, and like the Slaughterville game is awesome. The Gone Hunting game is awesome. He's got one called Gods of Metal, where you build a rock band and you're trying to build the perfect.
Oh, I played that game. Yeah, that's a fun game.
Yeah, Gods of Metal. That's his. Chris made that.
Oh, he made that? Yeah, I played that game. I played that game at Dice Tower Convention.
Dude, sweet. See? Yeah, you got to meet Chris, man. You guys will get along just fine. I'm serious. He's got a room just like that.
What's his name?
It's like full of games, It's good stuff. I love this, man. I love it.
Ah, man, I was thinking, oh, man, I can't believe I'm going to beat Thanos so easy. This game isn't even fun. And then
you got to shuffle them cards up better.
Well, to be honest, I'm a little sleepy because I've been up since 4:30 because today was a regular work day. But I'm off for a month, so I'm like, I don't need to go to bed. And Saturday's I got to go to the post office tomorrow. Haldir bought one of my pint glasses, and I can only go to the post offices on Saturdays, but except for this month, I could go to the post office whenever I want. So tomorrow I got to mail 3 pint glasses out. I sold 3 this week, so I got to do that tomorrow. But other than that, post office open till 4. So I was like, I'm just gonna stay up as late as I can. And man, I realized I was making some mistakes because I don't think you die until the end of the turn. So if you could do some quick healing, but oh well, I'll try it again next time.
Yeah, I was gonna say Sunday, 3:30. We're doing the show offs as always. We're doing indie books this week.
Oh, cool.
Okay, if there's, I mean, if you ain't doing nothing, you want to pop out, show off some indie stuff, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, so I haven't been invited to any Super Bowl games, and I'm not really gonna watch the Super Bowl. So
if my team ain't in it, and they never are, I ain't got to worry about it, right?
Who's your team?
I'm born in Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
It can't get any worse. It can't be any worse than that for a football fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So this Sunday, I'm going to do I got to look. I think I have a reprint of Amazing Fantasy 15.
But that's not really an indie book.
No. For Sunday Comics at 10, how I do my so I've been getting a lot of people. I've been getting like 28, 30 people watching, which is a lot for my channel, watching these key comics, and we just talk about it. It's my favorite thing that I do on my channel. I'm really enjoying it. And I've been showing off the older comics. I did Fantastic Four #1, Avengers #1, Daredevil #1, X-Men #1, Justice League #1. But people have been asking for Amazing Fantasy. I'm like, I don't have it. And then I'm like, wait a minute, I think I have a reprint. Nobody's going to mind if I show a reprint.
Yeah, they like the way you do it, John.
Yeah, so I'll if I have that, if I don't have a reprint, I'll do a Strange Tales 110, the first Doctor Strange. So either way, it's Ditko. It's Ditko Sunday.
There you go. I had somebody point out to me the other day that the channels that do well is because the people that are they like the people doing what they're doing.
Did I win or lose? We got destroyed.
Smash, bro.
We got destroyed. 3 villains came out all at once. Thanos moved into the sector. So Thanos, this guy's clever. He lulled me into a false sense of security. I was getting cocky, thinking I could win. Granted, I was getting a little sleepy, and I wasn't, synergizing all the cards properly as I should. But then Thanos only needed to Thanos needs. There's 3 win conditions. Either the team has no heroes, which never happens, or 10 heroes get defeated, or Thanos gets all 6 of the Infinity Stones. So Thanos defeated 16 heroes.
Yeah.
I kind of messed up on the rules a little bit, but you know what?
Well, you got figured out when you were laying out 3 villains together in one sector, he was it was smash time for him.
Yeah.
He gets to control 3 of his villains attacking you all at once, right?
Plus himself.
Yeah,
Well, I didn't even finish that turn because the next is Thanos would have attacked, so I put another token. So he probably would have
wiped everybody.
Yeah, I think it would have been a total party kill. I think he would have killed everybody. Yeah, I'm looking.
And yeah, there is always a next time.
Killed. Yep.
There's always a next time. We can just reboot it.
Yeah, I'll play this again. But this was. I just wanted to see if I could set up this table, set up the camera so everything would be in focus. What I really got to do is I got to put something over this light because it's just so bright. Mm-hmm. When I built this room, I didn't think I was going to be doing YouTube. So right. I got to get any recommendations? Like I was thinking of like a sheet of translucent paper or something to
lighter bulb.
Well, this is an LED. I'm not changing the fixture.
Oh. I was just saying dimmer wattage. I don't know. Maybe
I was just thinking. I bought a round light. Maybe I could just turn this light off and put a light behind me. Maybe that'll work.
I don't use the overhead. I have a lamp right over here, just a dim lamp that I use, and then I don't have all the bright behind me.
Dennis, there is no next time. All time, space, and dimension has been destroyed by Thanos. That's it.
Just a reboot, number 1. It's
Yeah.
Thanos starts over, number
Yeah,
one.
that's it. We'll do the Ultimate Universe. Yeah, there we go. I wonder, there's got to be a DC one, like Dark Side Rising. That would be fun. I'd buy a DC one.
Apocalypse, maybe. Probably.
Well, that's Marvel, but
X-Men, that'd be good. Apocalypse, X-Men. Yeah.
out of all these, there's a Star Wars one, there's a Harry Potter one, and an Avatar: The Last Airbender. But now I got to look up on Board Game Geek what other risings there are. But I think that's it. Thanos Rising. It should tell me all the different incarnations.
Is that Conan game back there a solo game?
Oh no. It's a great game though. It's a really good game. It's really clever. And you see that? So I got the Conan game. Do you see that Batman box right over here? It's the same game, but it's Batman. And it's just really clever. The problem is the rules were written in Italian, and they must have just did a Google Translate, and then here you go, because it is the most difficult rule book ever. To the point they're putting out an expansion to it, and one of the promises is they're going to give a new rule book to everybody who backed the games. So I don't know. It is the worst rule book for such a good game. You know, the game is that good that I put in that much effort to really try to learn. So I'm looking for so there's Avatar. I'm looking at the Board Game Geeks for this game. You could get different themes. So you could get Avatar: The Last Airbender. You could get Batman, who laughs. Harry Potter, and you could get SpongeBob SquarePants, and Star Wars. These are all different versions of this particular game. So if you like this game, you could those are the different themes. And
okay. I just sent you Chris's Twitter. Sent you a message with Chris's Twitter from Laughing Rogue, and you look right at the top of his Twitter is what we were doing today, which was playing his RPG game of Slaughterville. Now look, Slaughterville is a comic book. Slaughterville is a tabletop game and an RPG game.
Okay, so you just sent me some. Okay, all right. I'm looking at it right here. All right, I'll check it out.
Cool.
That Laughing Rogue. That's your friend.
Yeah, that's Chris, man. He's one of us. He's one of the madness. Really good dude. And man, he makes some killer games, man. We've played them all. I've sat at a table and played the games with him. He's been here.
Rock Guard is pretty funny. I liked it. It was a pretty funny game. It's funny because when we played it, my friend Mark, he has the worst. He does the worst thing in the world. But I like Mark so much, I don't mind. But anybody else who does this, I'm walking away from. He takes a game, rips open the cellophane, starts reading the rules, and that's how we play. You know, like, okay, this is what I'm like. Oh my god! Like when I play a game, I read the rules in private. I'll read the rules.
Already know them. Yeah, you already know what's going on. By the time
we sit down to play, I could just start teaching the game. Oh right. My god, I cannot stand that. Okay, let's learn how to play the game together. Open up the rules. Okay, what is an activity token? Okay, what I just don't have the patience for that. So,
man,
Mark, I'll do it. He's a good guy.
Chris is really good at setting up a tabletop and then having people come in and play online. You know what I mean? He's really good at like displaying the table and has a good overhead setup, so you can see everything that's going on.
Cool.
And he knows the game. So when he's, if it's something you haven't played before, it's like within a round or two, you're down, you're in. He knows the game. So
I got to look at my notes. I tried to design a game a couple of years ago, and then COVID happened, so I never got to play test it with my friends. And then I moved, and I forgot all about it. I didn't even think about it until you said your friend designed a game.
Oh, dude, he designs. Everything he does is like it's games, and then everything falls around it. That's the way it seems to me. but like he's got his third Slaughterville comic out right now called Cannibal Rednecks, and it's only got a few days left on Kickstarter. And his graphic novels are freaking awesome too. But the game we were playing today, the RPG, right now it's just everybody's like watching it and they're commenting and they're cracking jokes because it's Dante and it's the adventures of Dante and Karen the Mayo Queen. And Lori Calcaterra is Karen. That's her character, right? From Path of the Pale Rider. She's Karen, and she plays a really good Karen. And I'm Dante's Inferno.
Oh, so do you play over like Zoom or do you get together in person?
Yeah, on StreamYard, and we do it live, dude. And the chat.
I tried to play Dungeons and Dragons over a Zoom with a friend, but I don't know. To me, I got to be there in person. So I finished up the story. I don't want to be a jerk. We finished up, but I was like,
I think you'd like it. You go watch what we did today. It's right there at the top of Chris's Twitter. If you look,
Karen, she's been on my channel before, and
yeah,
I
awesome.
got to respond to her. She asked if she could come back, and I was like, yeah, sure. And
then, she's awesome. She's actually, I a while back was getting overloaded, and I started handing some of my shows off to people. And Lori's been doing the Tuesday Morning Brew for about a year now for the Madness. Okay. And she was probably one of the best decisions I ever made was to give that show to her, and just like let her do her thing, man. Look, I'm having fun doing this, but sometimes I do get overloaded, man.
Yeah, it's easy. Yeah. I tell you, I still get nervous whenever I do live chats with people.
I'm still trying to think of the new.
Did you watch today? I had Michael T. Gilbert on. The guy's a legend, and I was like a starstruck little kid, and he was so nice. We talked before, we talked after. Then he sent me a couple messages. Thank you. That was a lot of fun. Oh man, but I was like a starstruck. I mean, I've been collecting his comics since '83.
Yeah, well, that's how I was the first time I interviewed Mike Barron.
Yeah. Oh my God, go watch Mike Barron. I think is my second or third live chat, and I talked all over him. I think he got pissed off at me. I talked all over him. I was just so nervous. I was babbling to the point where he was just like, "I got to go."
Yeah, but see, that's how. No, you watch.
Yeah, I learned that's the way he is.
Yeah, that's how he goes. It's like, and I asked him, I was like, "Something wrong?" Because the first time he left like that, I was like, "Dude, is everything okay?" And he's like, "Oh no, Pops, you always leave wanting more."
Yeah, and then I was just like, oh well, Mike Barron, not everybody likes me. And then Mike Barron's like, hey John, can I come back on your show? But I was a little bit more experienced, and I learned that it's nothing personal with him, just that he is like, it's time for bed for him. It's like a light switch, and that's the way I am too. I normally go to bed at 9:30, but just the fact, like Fridays, I force myself to stay up because Saturdays is the one day a week I can sleep late.
It's hilarious because I mean, that first time interviewing Mike, I was.
Hold on a second. Ella, you still here? Yeah. Okay. My wife is just sitting over there. She was so quiet.
Like, hurry up. Shut this thing down.
No. She's watching TV. This basement, you don't even hear the TV from over here. So that's pretty good.
The first time I interviewed Mike, it was definitely a fanboy moment, because it's like he's all over this room. He's in that box, that drawer, he's everywhere.
First off, he's a legend.
Yeah.
He's an absolute
legend. All over this room. He's in all these boxes, it's like it's Mike Barron. But now I've talked to him
it's driving me crazy.
Now I've probably talked to him like 40 or 50 times live.
Right.
And another few dozen on the phone just BSing sometimes. We just talk to each other, it's like
there you go.
Yeah, Mike's a good dude, man. I fucking love that guy. I'm telling you.
Me too. Yeah. Well,
sometimes you go to bed though, bro.
Sometimes you'll ask, could you retweet this for me? I'm like, you got it, Mike. You got it.
Every time. Yep.
I look at it. That's like, dude, I've been reading your comics for 40 years, loving your comics. The least I could do is retweet something. You know what I mean? Yeah.
See, that's what I told him, and it's like, man, these guys gave me a lifetime of entertainment.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to just give them a little something back while they're,
Chuck Dixon asks for something, Chuck Dixon gets it. Mike Barron, You know,
and I ain't gonna lie, I'm fucking jacked that those guys are part of the Madness Network, dude.
Yeah.
Both of them. You know, we get to see both of their shows every week on the Madness Network. I love it.
I wanted to. Dennis asked, "I prefer when someone else learns the rules. I just come up." Yeah, I whenever we play Dungeons and Dragons, I'm always the DM, and whenever we play games, 9 times out of 10, I'm the guy who knows the rules. I am the worst when you teach me rules to a game. I don't want to hear it. I'm like, let's just play enough, and then I lose. You know, but I'm too impatient. And
I
driving home today, oh my God, I was ready to just drive through people's lawns because I was like, I am getting so impatient. My wife is probably laughing. She just knows how impatient I'm getting.
Hey, I can dig you, man. We're getting older. We ain't got much time left. We ain't got time for traffic jams. We ain't got time for none of that crap.
I used to, you know, I live out in Suffolk and I work at the airport, so it's like a 2-hour commute if you drive, and it's not that far. It's just that it's bumper to bumper traffic, and I would just come home angry, and it's just me and my wife, and it's not her fault, and I'm being snappy. You know what I mean? And then so I take the Long Island Railroad. It's an hour. I get on it's right there at the airport. Drops me off 5 minutes from my house. I take a nap. You know, I read something, and I come home in a good mood. I just can't deal with traffic anymore.
I hear you.
And every couple of weeks, like every 2 weeks, I go to Queens and I take there's an old lady that lived in my old building. She's in her 90s and she's got no surviving relative. I take her food shopping. She doesn't know how to, do Fresh Direct or anything like that. You know what I mean? Every 2 weeks I drive out there, and oh my God, I'm like furious by the time I park. And I can't take it out on this 90-year-old lady. And she can detect it. Is everything okay? Yeah, it's fine. Everything okay? You mad at me? I'm fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's me because I'm always like, she's 92. This might be the last time I take her food shopping.
You think that every time too, huh?
Every time.
All right, John, I'm gonna let you get to bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. It's 1 o'clock.
Great talking to you. Great hanging out.
How you doing, time scales? Good to see you. I'm gonna try to do this. I don't know how often I'm gonna do it, but I got a month off, so I'll try it a few times during the month. If I'm, but I think Sunday I'll try a Final Girl, and maybe I'll do Final Girl after the show offs or something. So I can. What are you gonna do? You can do indie comics.
Yeah, we're doing indies, man. So I mean, I still got a huge ass box of them to go through. So.
Oh, okay.
Might turn into 2 weeks. Might turn into 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's fine. You know what I'm gonna do? If you don't mind, I'll tell you right now. I'll Brian Bowes got Wolf and Betsy on his campaign right now, and maybe I'll push that for him. I told him his goal is 3,000. I said, no, you're getting 5,000. You're getting 5,000. So
the first 7 of those.
They're great. Yeah, and he's got. You can get all the back issues, and this campaign is for 10, 11, 12, I think. Yeah, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, I gotta get caught up. See, when I get focused on something, it's like, and bills got to be paid, and then the comics go off to the side.
Yeah.
And stay focused.
Lori from the ASAP Imaginations, who's with Lori. She was asking today on Twitter, she goes, if somebody says they just don't have the money to buy a comic, is that a polite way of saying they don't want to buy it? And I said, I don't know about other people, but if I say I don't have enough money, it means I don't have enough money. Bills still got to be paid. And there's infinite amount of comics that and the more I do this Twitter, the more I do this YouTube and I see, the more comics I want to get. But sorry, Lori, I'm not talking about your comic. I'm just saying, take people at their word.
Yeah. Look, people are gonna buy it if they're hooked on it. If once they get hooked into your campaign, into your storyline, they're gonna be buying your books. Okay.
Lori at ASAP rocks. Yep, she's great.
Actually, timescales. Lori was madness before she was ever ASAP. I just want you to know she's been doing.
She was mad. But I'm gonna go to bed, so I can keep my eyes open. Like I said in many videos, you turn on a camera long enough, Pops shows up.
Hell yeah, that's how it works.
So if any of you guys in the chat turn on your cameras,
Actually, John,
it's like Bloody Mary. You say Pops, 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 he shows up.
it's if you're doing something fun.
Oh,
Shows up. You don't see me show up on any of them drama streams and
it's
nothing.
very fun to have Thanos destroy the entire Avengers.
And that was fun.
Yeah. What were we saying? Sam, I have to decide what I want. Yeah, you have to. You know, and it's an unfortunate reality that these crowdfunded comics can't be $2-3 an issue. You know what I mean? I'm struggling with figuring out how much to charge for my comic. You know, I want to make it as cheap as possible, you know, but I also have to make it profitable, or I can't be doing it.
You know? You gotta make sure A, it pays for itself, and B, it gives you a start on the next one.
Right. Like that's you know, I have a good job, so I don't need to make money off the comic, but I also don't want to go into the poorhouse making the comic either. But anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. You made this fun. For 20 minutes, I had nobody watching, and I was like, "Oh well, I guess nobody cares." But, and then everybody popped in. So you showed up just in time to watch Thanos destroy the multiverse.
It's perfect.
Thanks a lot, everybody. Bye bye.
Peace out, everyone.